Hi, Alyssa. Okay, so I'm recording a project that I would like you to do each week. And this should be done on like a Friday, if that's possible, or Saturday, one of the two. Um, and basically, it is that same image that I shared with you a long time ago that another coach does, where they show all the Success Club points and the volume numbers. And I'll pull that up as an example in a second just to show you. Um, Things to know before we get started. The Beachbody weeks run Thursday to Wednesday. So all of the reports are numbers based on Thursday to Wednesday. So going forward, like thinking about that, it's just important to know. So Thursday through Wednesday. So let me share my screen with you. Let me pull up, and bear with me because this is the first time that I've done it as well. Facebook. I'm just going to show you an example of what it looks like. It's probably in our past conversations as well. So let's see. This report right here. So this is just an example of what I want to do. This is from another team, and I'll create a template for you. And then you can just kind of fill it in each week. So I'm just going to go through what I will do for this past weeks. And this is going to be 2 weeks combined just because I missed the first week, and it's something that I've never done before. So bear with me. Okay, so this is the report, an example of what we're doing. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to www.teambeachbody.com, and I will give you my login and password so that you know how to access this. But you'll go to Coach Online Office, Monitor My Business, Sponsorship Drill Down. Okay, and this is going to load. And what you're going to do is you're going to just hit Export Report. So you'll export. Okay. And this is what pops up. Basically, these rows you can delete. And then I usually delete these just to make it easy to read. What we are looking for are going to be the current Success Club points, and then the volume, which will be farther to the right on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete these. So edit, repeat, delete. And then I'll scroll all the way over. Okay, I'm going to delete this personal volume of current week because we're doing it from this past week. So you don't need this yet. That will be for the next week's report. It will pull into the personal volume of prior week. So we'll delete all the way up to this personal volume of current week. So repeat, delete. Okay. So to make it easy, we have this row, which is good. I like to put the dates in here. So I just have my calendar out. And this is where it's important to remember that the weeks are Thursday through Wednesday. So prior week, so today is now Thursday, so the prior week, or today while I'm recording this, is May 10th. So this prior week would have been Thursday, May 3rd through Wednesday, May 9th. So May 3rd through the 9th. And then the personal volume of 2 weeks prior would have been April 26th through the 3rd. Okay, through May 3rd, sorry. So this report will be done every week, but it will be an accumulation of the current month. And so the reason why we're pulling April 26th through May 3rd is that the Beachbody week, so your paid out or your volume counts towards the month that the week ends. So we can delete these weeks because they're all in April. There's no days from May in there. So we'll just go ahead and delete these rows. And what you could do is you could save this report and just add in next week's volume. So then that way this report already has kind of you don't have to go through and delete everything every week. And you can just insert the row of the volume from the current or the week that just passed for every month. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go equals. I want to add up the volume of these 2 weeks because we want to see what the total volume is that they have for the month so far. So equals the sum, and then so enter. That looks right. So now I'm just going to highlight and go all the way down to the end of the report. Okay. Perfect. Now, this is an extra step that you'll need to remember to do every single time. When you find my name, so actually we'll sort first. So this is the sum. So this is going to be your total monthly volume for May so far, right? I won't put that on there. Okay. So basically, we're going to sort this column because we want to see who has the most volume, and that's how we're going to determine who are the top leaders. So I'll go data, sort, expand selection. So column F, which is total volume, values, and I want to do largest to smallest. And then hit OK. And then there we are. Okay, so now what you need to do for me, and this is only what you'll need to do for me, I have 2 business centers. 2 business centers means there's 2 me, so always think of 2 me. Once you become a 2-star diamond in this business, you can open up a second business center that is below you. So this report only pulls the coaches below me. It doesn't pull me. And so this Kate Noble right here is the coach, me, that's below me. I hope that makes sense. So what you need to do is go to, I'm going to just hit insert a row. I'm going to add another me. And this would be my current Success Club points. So you're going to go to that same online office. So go to the home screen. And you'll see I'm at 8 right now. So you'll put 8 in this column. And you may choose to just combine it with this person right here, this other Kate Noble. That might actually be easier. But I'm just going to do it this way for right now. And you can choose to do whatever you think's best. Then to find out what the volume is for my main business center, you're going to go to Monitor My Business. And then I believe it's Team Volume. Okay, so personal volume. Okay, so you can see the week that ended, the week that ended May 2nd was 143. So May 2nd, oh, sorry, this should be May 2nd. 143. And then the personal volume for this week that just passed, the one that ended on May 9th, is 299. And then if you look at this report for the current week, we haven't gotten there yet. So it's 0 right now. But that's not what we're looking at. You'll always look at the ones prior to the current week. Okay, so I just want to go here, and it might just be easier to add that in, right? So, oh, this is so small. 8. So total volume for Kate Noble was 442 plus 951. So for this particular cell, you could go, or just put it right here of what it actually is, equals the sum of these two. Oops. Okay, so that's what mine would be. Trying to think. It might just be easiest to actually add these two together. And if you do it week by week, it will be much easier to do. But that way you would have this final number, and then when you sort, it should be super easy to sort those. But I'm just going to leave it like this. You can decide how it works best for you. And the first time I'll probably just do a quick review to make sure everything looks correct. Okay, so that is how we're going to create this report. And so what I do is I will go into Canva, and I have not created anything for this yet. So we'll do it together while I'm making you watch my recording. And let's see, we'll do social media post. And I'll give you the login information for Canva as well. And I'm just going to title this Weekly Team Ranking. Okay. So I just want to look to see how she did this. This looks like this was 2 weeks as well. And she did... I think each week you might have to like decide how many coaches you want to put up at the top, especially as it grows throughout the month, because people will get more and more volume. So what I will do is I'll just look at this report and I'll say, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people that are above. Wow, that's high. She did a lot of volume that week. We have 4 people that are above 1,000. And I would say these people are close as well. So in order to like give some extra recognition, I think we should go 800 and above are going to have the pictures for that week. Let's see, we could even do 500 and above for that week, just because it's growing, right? And then next week it might be 1,000 and above, depending on how many people, what everyone's volume is. So we can always change that as we go, as far as like how many people we want in that top leaders circle. Okay, so then let's see. So she sorted all of these by volume, and she did up to 200. And so I think that's a good starting place. If it was 1 week, you might be able to say 100 and above. Okay, let's go. So I just want to pull this up for reference. Top coaches for the week. So we'll go, and when you're logged into mine, I really hope this works. I have this font that I use for all of my things, and so I'll go top coaches for the week. I'm sorry, this part's going to be boring. You might be able to fast forward through it, but maybe you'll think it's helpful as well if you haven't used Canva before. And we'll add in the other stuff in a second. But basically, it'll be super easy because I'm just going to go like, what I'll do is I'll add mine in after or move it around, but I'll just go like so. So let's say this round we're going to showcase everybody who has it might be easiest, and I'll show you what this will look like when I copy and paste this. We'll do 500 and above for this week. People that have 500 above so far for May, but next week let's do 1,000 and up would be showcased. I'll probably change my mind on this, but with pictures is what I kind of mean. Okay. Okay, and so what we will do is we'll create a text. Okay, so you have all these people here, right? And what happens when you copy and paste, it seems great, but it's copying and pasting all of that extra volume in there. So it might be nice to get rid of those columns instead. So I'm just going to delete this. And I don't want to get rid of them. I wonder if there's a way to just hide them. You probably know this better than I do. Let's see. Hide. Okay. And then column hide. Okay, and the unhide was up there too. So I just want to see how this works. Looks like if you just click right there, you can then unhide it. So if you needed to check something, you could do that. But let's hide that column. Okay, so then that way, when you copy and paste, it has everything that you need. So you'll just go like so. You know, I'm actually, let's just say, I think we should just do 1,000 and above. Or no, we're gonna do the whole 500 and above this week. Okay, so then you can just hit enter, enter, and then we'll delete me and add me up because it's different. Okay. Okay, so now we'll need to find photos for those individuals. And I think I have some. So we'll have Kate Noble, which was $13.93. Okay, so I'm just going to put this down here. Looks like I messed something up with Natalie's name. And once we have this created, it will be much easier. Okay, so I need a photo. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'd like them to go all the way across so that we can save some room. So if you go to Elements, Frames, we should be able to find just a basic picture, like a square picture right here. Okay. This is maybe going to be like the harder part of it. And we might even be able to do one. We might even be able to do 4 and 4. It's just it's hard with the spacing. So it'd be nice to get, how many did she have in her row that I got off of that page? Oh wait, it's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, so we should be able to fit 8 in a row. I just hate small pictures. I don't know how many I have here. We'll just see what happens. Okay, so we're close. If we can get it. That should work. Okay. And then if you ever need to like move them all down, which we probably will, we'll go down a little bit. Okay. So, and then I have success of 8. So let's see how they PV. So she did write PV before all of those. I kind of liked that. Okay, and then let's just make this smaller, like 10. Oh, it looks so small, doesn't it? Doesn't it look small? Oh, maybe oh, let's just do 100%. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna go like this and just make sure that should work. Okay. We could even do 3 lines because we have a smaller team. So I'm gonna go like that, and then I'm going to copy, delete mine, and then we'll do SC, PV, Okay, you can fast forward through this. Oops. And you might find a quicker way to do this. This is just the way I know how. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to add their pictures right now because I have most of these. So this is Brianna. This is Sindel. This is Natalie. Oh, that's not a good one right there. And if you realize that there are no photos of, I mean, you won't know who some of these people are. So if there's no photos that are already in this first one, then just go to the Team Eat, Sweat, Pray page. And if you're logged in as me, you'll see that. And just search for that person and go to their profile and find a photo that works of them. Let's see. Oops. And if you really want to, you could create a file in these uploads once you start doing this regularly and title the image that person's name. I think I even have team. So I've got one, Laura Sitzman. You know, you could put them in here. That would be awesome if you put all the headshots in there. That'd be great. Let's see, do I have any? Let's go back. Okay. So I know I have most of these. Natalie. And it's cool because if you needed to make the photo fit in there, you just double click. It brings up this screen, and then you can move the image to make it fit that frame a little bit better. Super slick. Okay, so there's Brianna. We just need Christy. I think I'm just going to go to her Facebook page. So Christy and April will get photos for. Okay, so now I have Christie's. I'm going to go look for April's, and I will show you what I would do for you if you were if I was you. You can go see more, go to Team Eat Sweat Pray. And then you could go to members. Hopefully everybody's in here. April, and then click here. Oh, find a member. Whoops, I'm sorry. April. I was doing add. So just click on her profile. It's usually best if they have a good headshot in their photo here. Download it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go back to this file, and I'm going to be smart about it, and I'm going to go to team, and I will upload these two. That one in there. Oh, and we still have Kendra, and I think I have a picture of her. Creating this report is probably the thing that's going to take the longest, and once it will be made, it should be much easier. Hopefully. The first few times might be a little difficult. So here's Kendra. There. Okay, so we have our top ones right here. Let's see what they, I just want to look at that one for an example again. I need that. I don't know why I closed out. Okay. So, oh, I like how they put a star by all these. That's pretty cool. So then we're going to start with 100 for our team, 100 plus, and then work our way up to 1,000 plus. Okay. So we'll go back to that report, and what we'll do is we'll just find everything below 200. So right here, Kelsey Kaup, and then I wonder if there's a way to put SC before all of these. Format. Oh, I don't know. For right now, I guess we'll just put the 0 for it. I don't know how they did that. Maybe you know, and I can ask her as well, the gal who did the last report. Okay, so we'll just do with what we have. So we'll copy, it looks like all of these people have Success Club 0. So we won't even put anything, we'll just put their names. So, oh, and I'm already down to the 90s and I don't want, I guess it doesn't matter. Edit, undo there. So 100 and above. See? And we'll go here, text, Control V. You know, I actually go into, see what happens if you paste it into Word. And then Control C. Doesn't work. You might come up with a better way to do this that won't take as much time, hopefully. Let's just see. If I go into, I'm not sure if you're familiar with, oh, what about just Notepad? Okay, I think this might work. Control C. Nope, that didn't work. I'm gonna try one other way. Not sure if you're familiar with Google Drive. I feel like this is what I've done in the past. And I'll just create a new sheet. You might have a way to organize this better on your own if you have Google Drive. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the Excel spreadsheet. Get a word. Notes. Okay, and I'm gonna Control C here. Control V. Okay. Now this before. Let's see if this works. Might have to actually just copy and paste. Oh, it worked. I just wasn't patient. I wasn't waiting. Okay, so you don't have to hit enter on every single name. So we'll delete this first one. So just get Google Drive and create a spreadsheet, and then you can do it that way. So what I'll do here is I will make these smaller, down to 10, like the others. I'll format it so it's a left, right. And I'm just gonna leave these right here. How did she? Might even just copy. Sorry, it's going really slow. No, I hope it didn't freeze. Okay. Okay, I can hit on this stuff. It's just this. Okay, I feel like this makes sense. So I'll finish creating this report so you don't have to sit and watch me, but I'll do the 100s, I'll do 200, 300. Oh, there it goes. So it's really slow, and it's probably because I'm on Zoom. But you'll see, I'm going to format it so that, let's look at our form. We don't have to do 100, 200, 300, 400. We'll kind of put it into chunks. So we'll do 100 plus, and then let's look at this form, and I'll let you kind of decide each week where you think it should be, because we don't want it to be empty. But then we could do, let's say, a section that's 200 to 300. I think that would be fine. 300 to 500, and then 500. I don't know. You'll see. I'll split it up. I don't want it to be a ton of extra work just splitting that up, but I'll create that for this report, and so you'll be able to see that. The last part of this report that's important is this top recruiters. And I don't know why this is going to be, she shows April 1st through the 22nd, and so this is from April, but this will be for just the month of May. So you don't have to put in the PV, from the 29th on, like if this is March, or from what were the dates that we were doing? Whatever, April X to whatever. You just want May for the total recruits. And I'm going to show you how to find the recruiters. So what we'll do is you'll go back into this Team Beachbody report. So always remember again to check both of my line items, and then you go into the main screen, and I'm sure there's another way to access this. This is just the only way that I know. So hopefully there's always a number right here. So 6 new coaches in your organization, you'd hit on that. And then I just encourage you to save this somewhere on a spreadsheet as well, or it will pull, but I will go in the last 30 days, because it's not just 7 days that's passed. So always be sure to click that. And then we will export the report. Okay. Okay. And again, I like to just delete these so that I have edit, delete. So we need these join dates because we just want to know the people in May. So we're going to delete all of April. Okay. And then we're just going to go and sort this, because this is a sponsor coach and we want to know who sponsored the person. So we'll go data, sort, expand the selection. Oops. So we're going to sort by the sponsored coach name. Okay, so then we can see here, I've done 2, Ashley, April, and we'll sort these or rank them based on how many people that person has recruited. So it looks like I'm the only one that doubled up. And as the month goes on, you'll probably want to think of a way to like sort it so that you can easily see how many each person has recruited. So what I'll do right here is I'll just Control C, I'll copy all of these, and I'll go into Canva, and I will add those names in. It's probably, whatever, and I'm gonna have to put in the 2 and the 1 and the 1, and I'll put a little box that says top recruiters, and you'll just keep adding each week. So we just want to see how the month progresses, each person's volume, this number right here progresses, their Success Club points progress, and then we can celebrate people throughout the month, like, oh, they're getting more Success Club points, they're having higher volume, and then when you're done with it, you can just send it to me and I will go ahead and post it. And then you'll send it to me, I'll look over it, and then once we get into a groove, I'll probably just have you start posting it for me each week. So I hope that makes sense. I'm literally walking through it with you because this is the first time I've done it as well. And there'll probably be questions as you go, so refer back to this video, or if it's something really quick, check in with me. The thing that I just want to really make sure is that you check it over, like be sure that you did the recruiters for that month, because I don't want to post something and then it's wrong. And I've had that happen before when I had a friend do it for me, and I want to make sure that it's right. So really double check yourself and make sure that you've added mine as well, because that's important to me and that nobody gets missed. Obviously, accidents happen, right? And it's never going to always be perfect, but if we can try to eliminate that as much as possible, that'd be great. So, okay. And then what you'll do is when I give you my Canva, I never want to delete a week right away. Let's just keep it for a few weeks. So what you'll do is you can just copy this and it will create a new one below it, exactly like it. And then you can update it there and, move it around, and, you may have less pictures or more. But that way I can just see the difference in the numbers and double check. And then once we get into a groove, it doesn't matter if they get deleted or whatever, because we have the saved copies on the team page when they post. So, okay, I hope that helps, and I appreciate this. This is something I've really been wanting to do for our team, and this is unresponsive, so I'm going to exit these pages. Or wait. I hope that we can get this going, and I, again, will do it for this week, and then we will have you do it for this next week. And actually, you could do it on Thursday as well, because most things update on Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, or Saturday would be the ideal times to do it. Once it gets past there, it's like just a little bit too late, and Success Club points go up, and people, we want to have the best accurate numbers from those weeks. So, okay, thanks.